Muzmatch, Shadi.com, and Minder, Salams, all of these apps have become very popular, especially in Western societies, for Muslims to get married and know one another in the community that they live in. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my own personal experiences with these apps and why I believe they're the wrong way to actually get married in Islam. 4 key points I'm going to mention, and then near the end of the video, I'm going to mention a little story about what happened with me and another person on this app. Number 1 reason why these apps are taking many Muslims away from Islam and the Islamic way of having a marriage setup is because they are way too hyper modernized and also don't follow Islamic practices. This leads me to my second point, which is going to be Islamically, you're supposed to have a third person, the wali from the girl's side, involved between the conversation of the man and the woman. Remember, when there's a man and a woman together who are not married in a room or even in an online discussion, the third person to get involved is going to be shaitan. And that is my third point, which is essentially shaitan entering the conversation, which can happen even if you guys are emailing or texting or doing any type of discussion on these apps without a wali present. Last but not least, a lot of these apps, which are basically trying to replicate Tinder, Bumble, and all of these modern Western apps of dating. The reason why these apps are taking away people from Islamic traditional marriages and creating a lot of problems that we commonly even see in modern dating apps like Tinder and Bumble is that people are judging each other based off what they see on their screen when they're on the app. For example, the guy may be judging her just off of the beauty and the makeup she has on her face. The girl might be judging the guy based off of the car that the guy is standing in front of on a picture on the profile, right? The other things that also add into this discussion that I'm talking about is going to be things like judging each other off of the clothing they wear, the dress, the type of hair, the type of car. Maybe in the profile, you know, under the guy, it says that, oh, chemical engineer, and then this automatically obviously entices the girl to think that this guy is of high value or is going to be a good person because he has a really good job. But in truth, the reality is that the first thing as Muslims we need to judge between man and woman is deen, is what is your relationship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What activities do you do on a daily basis to become closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also performing your purpose in this life, which is to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you guys meet in person or even online but get a wali involved and there's, you know, a third person involved in the conversation, you guys are going to be a lot more protected. And unfortunately these apps don't do that, and that's the experience that I had with another app called Muzmatch, where pictures are not even involved and you're supposed to put the wali's contact, but when I matched with a person on that platform, I thought I was talking to the person the whole time because the app said that you need to put your wali's contact from the female side especially, and she ended up, I found out later in the conversation that the whole time I was talking to the girl, which is not right. So guys, all of these apps, I know I'm probably gonna get hate for a lot of this video, but I don't really care because these apps are not the Islamic way to get married at all. This is just a very hyper modernized way to get married, period. I believe that you should be off these apps. You should not be looking at joining these apps, and I don't really recommend these apps. Ask your parents, look in the community. I get it, we live in a very digital online world, but there's a lot of problems with this. Ask your parents, look in the community. One of the best things that you can do, that I'm currently doing as well, is join different types of masjids and communities. And if you actually go to the masjid, you'll be surprised. A lot of masjids have now marriage programs where they take different profiles from different family members, and then an older person will try to match them and whatnot. This is done the halal way, and if you do something halal, you do something where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always happy with you, inshallah there will always be benefit from that, inshallah. Assalamualikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, inshallah, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.